the love of my life. I got nobody else on my mind. I am the love of my life. Hello, YouTube fam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My good, awesome, and fantastic name is Queen Anjambi. They call me the one and only queen in the 254. So, guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, please make sure first you subscribe. We ain't going anywhere without you subscribing, so please subscribe. If you've been around, you've watched my content and you have not subscribed, why do you want to dismotivate me? Why? Please, so subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, because some of you have, thank you so much. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and support me by liking my videos and also commenting on them. So guys, today is the D-Day. Today your girl, your queen, your chick, your babes here is going to deliver what she had promised. So as I had promised you guys, I would be doing or shooting a video on tips on self-love, tips on how to love yourself. That is the word, tips on how to love yourself. So as I had promised, today I'm here just to deliver that for you. And so buckle up your seatbelts because we are doing that right now. Guys, how do you show love, care, respect, and worthiness to the main character of your own story? And that main character is you, because it's your story. I would love to know in the comment section. Please drop a comment for me. But in the meantime, I'll go. First, I show acceptance and appreciation for who I am. And this is by recognizing my strengths and weaknesses. I may look picture perfect, but in reality, I have weaknesses. I have my own faults. And so recognizing that I will have my own shortcomings and accepting them, and at the same time appreciating them, is so important. Another key thing is celebrating my small wins. This enables me to achieve larger milestones in my life or bigger milestones in my life. So whenever I achieve like a certain goal, no matter how small it is, I always take the time to appreciate myself. Ways I love to appreciate myself is through buying myself snacks. There are certain snacks I love. I love taking yogurt. I love having dairy chocolate. Yeah, so those are some of the ways. And sometimes if I've always desired a certain piece of cloth and probably I've achieved a certain target, I always think of why not reward myself with that by buying myself that piece of cloth. So it's important that you celebrate your small wins. It motivates you now to achieve your bigger goals. Another thing is that I show myself respect by creating personal boundaries and at the same time talking to myself in kind and respectful ways. As I've said, I have shortcomings and I believe you too have shortcomings, but in my shortcomings, I recognize that I'm human and I talk to myself in kind and respectful ways. The way I will address the people I love, be it my family, friends, or even my romantic partner, is the same way I address myself, with kindness, with compassion, and with respect. At the same time, I also create personal boundaries. Personal boundaries are to protect my own space, to protect my energy, and also to protect myself. Those are the three ways personal boundaries are so important. Once again, it's to protect my energy, to protect my own personal space, and at the same time, to protect even my time. So, one of the personal boundaries I have is that if you disrespect me, that's where I draw the line. So, I don't tolerate disrespect. We won't sit well with that. I am somebody who loves to voice my opinion, but in respectful ways. So, I will let you know I felt disrespected by what you did. So, I don't tolerate disrespect of any kind. Another thing or another way in which another form of personal boundary I have is with my time. I don't give my time to everybody. And it's because I recognize my time is important, my time is money, and my time needs to be protected. So I have boundaries even with people. Even when you're even if you're my romantic partner, we can't spend the whole day together. Yeah. I know it's that way. It's like I need time to myself. I need time even to give time to the people who have been there before you. I need to give time to my craft to perfect it. So it's important. So that's another way I show myself love. Another way I show myself love is by eating healthy. Yeah, it's important you eat healthy. Another thing is that I do skincare. I have my own skincare routine. I'm working on improving it. One day I'll show you guys. At the same time, I used to do workouts. So it's not that I stopped completely, but my schedule became a bit tight and also lots of sleep. So I'm working on getting workouts back to my schedule, but that's another way I show myself love. So I also spend quality time with myself through journaling. And here I have my journal, my own personal journal. So here I write most of my secrets, I write most of my thoughts. Yeah. So I believe for me, journaling is one way I spend quality time with myself. Uh, I won't say that journaling is for everybody because I've had people argue that for them they don't love to journal, but there are ways they spend time with themselves. So whichever way you feel you can spend time, quality time with yourself, then it's okay. Others prefer to meditate, others prefer to do yoga, others prefer to listen to some soothing music. So as long as it's quality time, then tick, tick. Another way I spend time with myself is by prioritizing my needs. Yeah. Whenever you feel like in this moment I need quality sleep, I give myself that because the body knows well what it needs. If I feel I need time by myself, I don't want to address some issues, I need to be given the space and the time, that's what I give myself. And I also request other people to do so because it's important. In as much as I want it, I also respect them. So prioritizing my needs is so important. I also love to prioritize quality sleep. As I've said, at times it's also important that you prioritize quality sleep. It's a way of showing yourself self love because when you're asleep, your mind gets to relax, your mind gets to unpack itself. So that's another way you can show yourself love. So if you have not been getting some quality sleep, it's high time you get some quality sleep, my sister, my brother. So another thing is learning to trust my intuition. So, by trusting my intuition, it teaches me to learn to trust myself. Intuition is like a voice, the still small voice that we say we hear. Vile tunasemaga kuna kitu iliniambia nisiende huko. So, I learn to trust that voice in me because the only way for that voice to grow stronger and also bigger in my life is by me learning to trust it. Because if I do not trust it, it will continue to dim. You get me? It will continue to dim. And I can testify that it's so important. Learn to trust your gut, learn to trust your intuition because your gut is never wrong. Even for me, like in my case, like if I feel there's something wrong with somewhere we're supposed to go, probably it's go sleep at a friend's place, and I feel like there's something wrong about that idea, I'll give an excuse. I'll tell you guys I want to just sleep in the weekend. I'll tell you guys I need to shoot a video. I need to edit some videos. So exactly. So learn to trust your gut. It's so important. You'll never go wrong with that. So also another thing is that speaking positive affirmations to myself. I think this also can be coupled with learning to speak to myself in moments of my lows or in moments that I fail. I speak to myself with respect and kindness. But at the same time, there's something called positive affirmations. I believe you've all seen videos on affirmations. So, what are some of your positive affirmations? Again, I'll go first. Some of my positive affirmations is that I am loved. I am loved. I believe that so much. No amount of heartbreak can convince me otherwise about it. I am loved by God. I am loved by myself. I am loved by my parents. I am loved by even my friends. So, what are some of your positive affirmations? Another one is that I am valuable. I am valuable. I am worth a lot. You heard me right. I am worth a lot. So I don't allow people to treat me like garbage, especially in relationships. I won't allow you to treat me like shit. I better walk out usemage o anaringa, because I realize I am valuable. Yeah. Another thing is that I prioritize my own mental health. So, in the past, I used to have several mental breakdowns. There's still those moments where I may have them, but not so frequent. But I have come to learn to prioritize my own mental health. If I feel some people are toxic in my space, you better leave. It ain't debatable. Like, that decision is not up for negotiation. It's also a boundary in its way. That if you are toxic, you better leave. One day we'll talk with you guys. What is toxicity? What are the signs that someone is toxic? You remember, like in my previous video, we talked about like our own red flags. What are the same signs that we ourselves are toxic? But at the same time, it's important you recognize that other people being toxic will dim your mental health or will cause you to be sick mentally, you know? So yeah, whether they are family, draw the line. Si kila mtu deserves your energy. Not everybody deserves your energy. Not everybody deserves your time. Not everybody deserves your space. So if they're toxic, the only way out is out. Out. So another thing is that I've also learned to focus on myself a lot. I am a priority. As I started by telling you, I am the love of my life. I am the main character in my own story. So learn to prioritize yourself. How do you prioritize yourself? When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? Do you rush to see how many likes a certain celebrity has gotten by the morning? Do you rush to see other people's pages, or do you take time in the morning to spend time by yourself, connecting with your inner child, connecting with God? How do you prioritize yourself? For me, I prioritize myself by, in the morning, the first thing in the morning, connecting with God, connecting with myself, asking myself, like, how do you feel? Appreciating that I have gotten the chance to see another day, another new beginning. Another thing is that I practice gratitude. Being thankful. That's a way to show yourself love, by the way. Yeah. Because gratitude is surrender. Gratitude is surrender. And the moment you surrender, the good things keep coming your way. So I practice gratitude. I am thankful for the lady I am. I am thankful for the friends that I have. I am thankful that I am loved. I am thankful that I am healthy. I am thankful that I love my body the way it is. And I wouldn't trade my body even if I was to be offered a Mercedes Benz. Don't test me, by the way. Don't test me on that. But yeah, so what are some of the things you're grateful for also? And finally, I find beauty in simple living, such as just looking at the sunset, waking up in the morning, looking at the sunrise, at night, staring at the sky. It's beautiful. But I feel like in those moments, my world is not interfered with by other things. It's just me and my sunset, and I get so much satisfaction from doing it. So you may not get satisfaction from looking at the sunset, but what are some of the things in life that you do every day, or that you can do every day, that you derive a lot of satisfaction from? In my case, it's looking at the sunset. For others, it's being around nature. Yeah, other people really derive a lot of satisfaction just being around nature. So whatever it is in your case, I would love to know. Another thing is, on my next video, I will be telling you guys my self-love journey, because somewhere along the way I've mentioned it in bits, but I would love to tell you where I am so far. And at the same time, it's also a moment for me to ask myself, where are you on your self-love journey? I said if you're not started, it's high time you start it, because self-love is success. Self-love equals self-worth. the higher your self-worth, the higher your self-esteem. So please make sure you remember to subscribe so that you can get the notification whenever I upload a video. And at the same time, I say be blessed and have a lovely evening.